Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys could tell by today's title, God is who defines you. You are who God tells you you are. I just wanted to make this quick little video as a reminder, but before I do, I want to say I'm so blessed, so thankful for everybody who has subscribed to my channel, and I'm so happy that I get to be doing this for the glory of God, and may all the glory be for Him and only Him. So I do have my notebook as usual, so I'm gonna be looking down and all that stuff, so don't mind me. But I wanted to talk about the Samaritan woman, or the woman at the well. So I just wanted to say 2 facts about her past. So she had 5 previous husbands. You could read this in John chapter 4. And she was living with the man she wasn't married to. So this is what the world defined her as. I want to read John chapter 4 verse 39. Many of the Samaritans from that town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. He told me everything I ever did. So I wanted to read that because, as I said before, her town knew her as a person that had 5 husbands, who was living with a man she wasn't married to. But in that moment, when she had that encounter with Jesus, in that point forward, she was known for sharing her testimony, telling others about him and bringing others to him and telling, hey, he told me everything I ever did. And she was now seen as the daughter of God, and she, moving forward, did his will and wasn't worried about what her past, or didn't let her past define her, but from that point forward let God define her. She left the well a completely different person because she realized who her living water is, who her identity comes from, and that no one but God can define her. She let God, who knows everything about her and who knows every intricate detail about her past, about your past, about my past, love her and forgive her. And I think that's such a beautiful thing. He doesn't call you to be perfect in front of him. He just wants you to come and let him do the work. He is who defines you. So no matter the title the world has put on you, God has erased that and given you a new life. I also want to talk about how she went to the well not knowing that she needed Jesus. Like, she wasn't thinking that she was going to leave the well a different person. And I think that's also such a beautiful thing, is that God provides without us even knowing that's what we needed. And I have like a little, I guess, testimony of my own that is similar to how she went to the well not knowing that she needed Jesus in that moment. So I have Bible classes on Tuesday, but I usually don't go because they don't have a Bible class for my age group. So when I do go, it's usually just I sit there with my mom, or I go with the little ones and I help my friend or just talk to the kids or whatever. So I usually don't go, but this specific Tuesday I decided to go, and I went with the idea of that I'm just gonna go. You know, I didn't think I was gonna get a blessing that I did out of it. And so when I went, before that I was just praying to God about helping me find more people that would listen to me and that I could be unified with, and that also understand where I'm coming from, and that I could build more godly friendships with. And so these are girls that I've known since I was like 8 years old, but we never really had this type of conversation before. So we're in the main area where like the kids are having Bible class, but a teacher's giving Bible class and she doesn't really need our help. So now it's just me and this one girl talking. So we're talking and we're just like talking about God, and I don't even know how the conversation got so deep, and then another girl joined. So it was just us 3 sitting down at the table talking about like topics that I think I needed to let out, and so did they. And so it was like such a healing conversation to have, because also after that conversation I didn't realize that I did cry during that conversation, by the way. Like, each of us kind of cried in that conversation because it was like a very deep, profound conversation. And it was also so comforting finding others who I can relate to with certain topics. I would have never imagined that they could relate to me in that way. And so it was so healing in so many different ways. And it also, I left knowing that I need to heal in certain things, and I need to ask God to help me forgive others and to forgive others and to move forward. And so I didn't know in that moment that I needed that conversation, but God did, and that's why he allowed me to go that Tuesday. Not only did I leave with new friends, but I also left with a little part of me healed, because that conversation was such a healing conversation, and I didn't know I needed that, but God provided it because he knew I needed that. So not only does God define you, but he also provides for you. And I know people are like, oh no, but I did this and this, like God doesn't want me. Guys, there is a story, and like there's always a story in the Bible that you can relate to. God can change anybody. Like, do not limit my God, because he can change absolutely everybody or anybody. I also wanted to talk about, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if I'm saying this wrong or pronouncing it wrong, Saul. He was known for killing Christians and taking them out of the church, and you know, that's what he was known for. Like, Christians were scared of him because he was known for killing Christians, and he then became a Christian himself. So Saul made havoc of the church, entering every house and dragging off men and women and committing them to prison. So y'all, imagine if we had a Saul now just breaking into your house and dragging you out because you're Christian, because you love God. That's who he was back then. And God transformed him into an unrecognizable person. And if he can do that for him, what makes you think that he's not going to do that for you? What makes you think that he hasn't already done that for you? So again, do not limit my God. There is no sin that is too great for him to cover with his love. God has a place for you, and no one can take that away from you. The enemy cannot take away what God has in store for you. The purpose that God has for you, the enemy can never take away, because God always prevails. And just to close off this video, I want to say you are loved, you are chosen, you are worthy, you are qualified, and never let the enemy or anybody else in the world tell you otherwise. God bless you guys, and I hope this video touched whoever it needs to touch. It's not me, guys, it's not me saying this, it's God. So if you clicked on this video, God is telling you you are worthy, you are loved, and you are qualified. Do not ever let anybody tell you otherwise. I love you guys, God bless you guys, and hopefully see you in the next video.